I owe everyone on this channel an apology. I'm sorry, and the fact is I lied to you. Well, it all started 2 weeks ago when I got in new parts from Thunderhouse Moto. I deliberately told you guys that I had never been more excited about a part in my entire life. And I lied. Thunderhouse Moto made another part. This right here is my favorite part that Thunderhouse Moto has sent me. Now, for those of you that have not been watching the channel for some time, Thunderhouse Moto is a manufacturer of parts for the Yamaha Bolt. He produces the only crash cage that actually protects your bike, and I can attest to that because I have literally dropped it on both sets of his crash bars. I don't even know how many times. Numerous times. Millions of times maybe. And when he sent over version 2 of the crash bar, that was probably the only time it has rivaled the feeling of me getting this part. Yeah, that makes sense. This part is something that is desperately needed in the Yamaha Bolt and motorcycle community, and no one makes it or anything like it. Not only is it innovative and looks great, the welds and the fabrication are flawless. The dude went above and beyond with the fabrication. If you break this, you probably broke your entire bike. He sent a set of sliders to go on either end of it, and if you don't know what this is yet, I think you're starting to get the drift. At least I hope you are. Now, for those of you that did not watch the video from 2 weeks ago, you won't know this, but he sent the parts raw because I requested them raw. Frankly, I like having the option to paint my parts whatever color I want. And I have this automotive clear coat that Bolt Heads told me about a while ago, and this is essentially car paint in a can. It's got an enamel cracker guy in the bottom, and I've painted my entire tank with this before, and it looks freaking awesome. Well, in my opinion, it looks great. That being said, this gives me the option to really paint this whatever color I want. I think I'm going to go with black, but I just wanted to try out a couple options. Now this weekend we're going to be going over to Daytona Bike Week, and I want to get this fully prepped for it. So today, the first part of this video is just going to be painting this. Then I'm going to install it, and then I'm going to go dump the bike on the ground. It is nighttime, so it's kind of hard to see, but for those of you that have not been following the channel for a while, this is our 2014 Yamaha Bolt. This is the tank I was talking about. Look at that shine, dude. I haven't even polished it. Either way, we have done quite a bit to this. If you're looking for any information on it, right here is going to be a link to the whole build series. It has too much done to it, to be frank. But of all the parts that are on this bike, Thunderhouse Moto's parts are my favorite. I am not exaggerating. I am not just talking it up because I like Thunderhouse Moto, but honestly, this stuff has saved my bike. And none of the other parts really would matter if the bike was exploded down the road. But the rear set is lacking. This is all we have for rear crash protection. These little tiny sliders. And while they do an okay job, honestly, I don't like them, and I think they're really weak, and they'll probably bend up the frame when I crash. Thunderhouse Moto realized this and built me something quite frankly over-engineered. Not only will this part protect my bike, it'll also be a place for me to put my foot and possibly a passenger's butt. It doubles as a step plate as well as a sissy bar. So if I really wanted to, I could strap things to this. I could have somebody lean back on this. Do I think it's going to be the most comfortable for passengers? No, but I really don't care. I'm not a passenger. And if you own a Yamaha Bolt, I hope you're not a passenger too. That being said, a huge complaint that I've had about any of the other rear protection that's been on Yamaha Bolts, like what I showed you just a second ago, is when the bike tips over, and I'll show you guys this when I install it. When the bike tips over, the handlebars are still able to hit the ground because there's nothing stopping it. There's not 2 points of contact as well as the tires for it to lean on. This part is going to resolve that issue because it's going to stick out far enough and be stable enough for the bike to hit some weight on the rear end, and I won't have to bend my bars because I have gone through a lot of riser bolts, a few sets of risers, and probably 2 or 3 sets of bars within my life of Yamaha bolts. Now, could that be resolved with a very expensive set of risers? Yes, but also, could I just not have to replace my risers every once in a while and get a rear crash cage for the Yamaha Bolt and just resolve the whole issue right there? Yes, that is an option now with Thunderhouse Moto. Now, I don't know if he's going to manufacture these just yet, so don't go blowing him up. So we're going to do a little bit of cleaning, and then I'm going to put on the base coat, and then tomorrow morning, once that's dry, I'm going to put on the automotive clear coat.
Oh, let's get into it.
Also, because you guys have seen me spray paint like 100 times on this channel, and it's just spray painting, I'm just going to cut to tomorrow morning when this is black, and then we'll clear coat it. That'll be fun. We'll clear coat together. You and me. You and me. So, it is now a couple days later, and yeah, I'm about to clear coat it right now. It's night again, like 2 days later. I meant to do it during the daytime, but that didn't happen. This is what it looks like right now. It's got a matte black finish on it. I think I might have missed a couple spots. I can't really tell. So, well, let's get to clear coating. Alright guys, it has now been a couple of days. I'm still on the phone but this looks absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get this out in the daylight. Today was a pretty long day, so I'm not gonna install it right now. I'm gonna wake up super early in the morning tomorrow and install this on the bike, and then immediately afterwards, I'm riding out to Daytona. So I will see you guys there. We got a few parts to give away to you guys. We got some license plate brackets. I don't know, that was hard to say. And then we also have that step plate to give to you guys. Yeah, come buy me. It doesn't matter.